Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading about somebody that has decided that maybe the hermit life needs to be retired. Maybe it's seasonal for those of you that are in the same part of the world as I am. You know, it's summertime, so, hot girl summer vibes. We have somebody that realizes they've had probably enough time alone. And it looks like there's one particular friendship or connection that leads to an invitation into a social community or to a social event that's really helpful in terms of somebody establishing themselves in a new community, whether that's because they moved or because they are, making new friends, right? Hello, Miss Tiana. How are you doing? All right, let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We're going to dive in with, we're going to go with the Energy Oracle. What do we have? We have Door to Spirit and Door to Value. I love that we have two doors, and I love, maybe you like the doors. I like that we have some consecutive numbers here. We have number 31 and number 32, which to me is always a sign that we have somebody doing things the way they need to, right? There's a progression here. So when you listen to your intuition, when you listen to your gut feelings in terms of what you need to do regarding your finances, regarding your career, regarding perhaps living with someone or a relationship, when you listen to that gut feeling, that's what helps you in terms of finances, or perhaps in this case, finding that new or getting into that new social community, right? The shizzle. Oh, you're great, Tiana. All right, let's get some tarot going. Miss Tiana, let's use the Hocus Pocus tarot, shall we? All right, what else do we have about these doors? Strength in the reverse. And the Two of Pumpkins, or Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Interesting, because that's the same as what we had in our pre-shuffle, except for it's in the reverse. So it does look like there was perhaps in the past some instability brought on by weak characters. I say this as in you were previously in a community or dealing with a group of people where people were a little bit too focused on what they wanted. They weren't really good people. I try not to just put a blanket opinion like that across a group, but it feels to me like we may have been dealing with some egotistical people, some selfish people, some people that don't really know how to think of other people's feelings, right? We have the King of Pumpkins in the reverse, which is the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So it feels to me like there were unreliable characters that you were dealing with, people that would, call when they needed something, but when you needed something, they weren't there for you, right? So there wasn't any reciprocity here. That's so cool. I'm sorry for your loss, but man, that sounds like a pretty cool window hanging or wall hanging. Hello, Louie. Hello, Redbeard. How are you doing? Pumpkins are shady. I don't know. I love Halloween, so I don't know if I can agree with you straight out. We have Transformation, which is like the Death card in other decks. I like that we have it labeled Transformation in this particular deck because that is indicative of the more positive side of that Death card. I think sometimes people get a little bit too caught up in, wait, who's dying? Transformation in the reverse. This is, in my opinion, somebody assessing the lay of the land, realizing that the people they have surrounded themselves with are not going to be doing them any favors, are not going to help them grow, are not really good influences, and really just create toxicity. So like I was saying before, right, we need to move away from one and find a better community. So I feel like this is really talking about the past, right? Why did we go hermit mode? Well, because the choice was go hermit mode or hang out with a bunch of douches. Hello, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? We have the Four of Potions, which is the Four of Cups, but it's in the reverse. So honestly, this is like, yeah, I know I had to walk away from some people, but that's okay. I am not one to shy away from adventure. Which really, honestly, why should we, right? Even if we want to subscribe to the cheesy YOLO um, approach, you might as well do something, even if it scares you a little bit. You know, you want to check out the risk. You want to make sure you're not putting yourself at risk unnecessarily. But I feel like whoever I'm reading for, you are willing to look at this as an opportunity to have kind of an interesting next chapter of your life instead of just, staying in that same chapter for ages. I would say, honestly, some of the most rewarding or enjoyable times in my life have been when I've decided to do something that nobody expected me to do. When I told people that I was moving to Tennessee, they all looked at me like, sure you are. You've lived here your whole life. Why would you move? Because I had been in Minneapolis pretty much my entire life, except for college when I briefly lived in Iowa and Mexico. So, like, I totally get why people were like, stop. But when you have a new community, when you have a new start, when you have kind of a scorched earth approach, that's where you really find out what you're made of, right? That's when you really find out what you're capable of. That's when you have, I would argue, some of the most like freedom that you could possibly have because you get to make those decisions, right? For those of you that like to play board games and have played Settlers of Catan, it's like a fresh board, right? I can build my settlements and my cities wherever I want. Somebody here has moved away or let go of a social community because they knew that was the right step for them. And as a result, with this Ace of Lightning in the reverse, I feel like there's maybe a little bit of hesitancy in terms of whether or not to get close to other people, just wanting to perhaps avoid some of the hangups or issues that you'd had in the previous situation or the previous community. And that's understandable, but I think we're reaching a point now where whoever I'm reading for, you're realizing I do have to at some point admit that there are decent humans out there and maybe like make a couple of friends, right? So we have Five of Pumpkins or Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Candles in the reverse. That's a big old no contact. That's a big old I don't need you in my life. Have you ever had friends or family members that admitted they thought that they could treat you however they wanted and you would always be there? Have you ever had somebody take your kindness for weakness? That's this vibe, right? You only think I'm not going to leave because it would be devastating to you if I did leave. But watch me. You left. You closed the door on this. You said, I don't even want to hear how your birthday went, like duns. So we have the Seven of Potions. I thought it was seven and then I thought it was eight. Which is like the Seven of Cups. And I think potions is such a great terminology for this deck to use because, especially with the Seven of Cups, there is this connotation of somebody having maybe a little bit of influence over how you perceive a situation, a little bit of an illusion, right? Hi, Bill. How are you doing? Hello, Louie. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of hate that. But at the same time, if you're going to take my kindness for weakness, then I might take just a smidgen of enjoyment watching you as you realize you were so wrong. Because I don't know. Um, There's something delicious about proving people wrong, isn't there? So there was an illusion that has broken. Somebody has seen the situation for what it was. Perhaps you felt like these people were using you. At the very least, you thought they were lying to you. And remember when I said I didn't know if it was the 7 or the 8 of potions? Well, now we have the other one. Maybe that's why I was confused. So we have the 7 and the 8 of cups. If you're going to lie to me, if you're not going to be authentic or honest with me, I have nothing to do with you. I want nothing to do with you. I only deal in honesty and authenticity, and you can't give that to me. So I'm going to walk away. And it's interesting too, because this is underneath the transformation card that was in the reverse, right? If you can't be honest, if you can't be authentic, and you can't like become a better version of yourself when you realize that there is, you know, a challenge for you or an opportunity for healing for you, and I don't want to deal with you either. You're just like a one-trick pony. And I'd say it to your face. You were dealing with people that figured they could keep playing the same old tune over and over again, and people would be like fascinated by it. Like, hey, how about you actually challenge yourself and become a better person? Do things that scare you. Say things that you need to. Whatever it is, these people, they weren't on your level. Simple as. Hello there, Mountain Girl. How are you doing? Oh, thank you, Miss Joanna. So we have the 6 of pumpkins in the reverse, the King of Candles, and the Empress in the reverse. Dun, dun, dun. I feel that you are the King of Candles or the King of Wands, regardless of your gender. Remember, these are just energies. They have nothing to do with your party bits. So we have somebody that thought that they could be, we have somebody that thought that they could use you, okay? Somebody that was pretty content to emotionally manipulate you or try to get you to fix their problems for them. Maybe they wanted to ride your coattails. This is not good energy, right? This is somebody who wants you to do everything for them and then like take credit for it. So you are not missing out. All right, we're going to continue with the Edgar Allan Poe deck. Tell me more about these doors. Temperance in the reverse, the Fool, and the 3 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, people didn't want to fix their ish. People were just, gallivanting around, creating chaos and toxicity, and they expected you to be okay with it. They expected you to tolerate it. They did not expect you to say, that's cool, you can do you. I'm going to go over here, though, because I'm not really interested in your chaos and your drama. And this shocked some people. They really expected you to just chill and hang out and accept the fact that they were going to create all of this stress and anxiety for you, or expect you to fix their problems and just be cool with it. But you're like, no, that's not really my thing. So if you're not willing to make things better, if you're not willing to pull your own weight, then I have no reason to be hanging around and, friends with you. These people are really hoping that you are willing to accept life as it was and not pursue something better, not pursue friendships or relationships that were higher caliber. I don't want to drag anyone or insult you if you haven't had a lot of opportunities to make new friends. But one thing I would say is this kind of is the vibe of somebody that doesn't make any new friends after high school, right? There are exceptions to every rule, but I gotta say the people that I've run into that have stayed in that same group of friends since they were teenagers, these are people that don't grow as often. These are people that aren't as open-minded, aren't as able to understand different types of people, right? That's the kind of energy that we're getting here. Stale, okay? If you don't want to grow, if you don't want to be interest in new and exciting adventures, then you're probably not going to be able to rock with me, okay? Because like I keep moving, I want to learn new things, I want to meet new people, I want to challenge myself. And if you're just content to sit there and watch Tila Tequila over and over again because you think she's great and pretend that it's still like, I don't know, what was that, like 2007, 2005, I don't know, then you're going to have to do that without me because I'm not interested in breathing that same air over and over again, right? Giggity, giggity. Yeah, you know what? I think you're not alone in that, Louis. I think making friends is something that's hard to do when that school opportunity is done, right? When you aren't, put in an arena of people your same age, it can be more difficult. But let's all just keep in mind that connections are important, right? If there is somebody that you might be able to be friends with, I would encourage you to at least entertain it, right? Three of Cups in the reverse. This is like rejecting the people that were not willing to grow, rejecting the people who were hoping you would stay stagnant right alongside them. We've got that Eight of Swords in the reverse, Ten of Wands, and the Chariot. A change in perspective, a willingness to end this chapter and move forward. It's like, have you ever gone on a vacation with somebody, or maybe even like you went with like 5 people to a water park or an amusement park, and you get there and you're like, hey, this is great. What do we want to do? And then there's like, I want to do this and I want to do that, right? I want to just like get drunk and go on a couple of roller coasters and see who I can puke on. And the other people are like, I don't know, I really want to go on the like super scary, like drop me out of the sky kind of. When you have this natural division, some people fight that. And I feel like whoever I'm rooting for, you are like, no, it's okay. I understand. You want to shit yourself. I understand. You really like being completely terrified at an amusement park. I, on the other hand, would like to eat cheese curds and play some arcade games and not shit my pants. Sometimes we just seek different things in our lives, and you have to be willing to roll with those punches, right? Very nice, very nice. Hello, hearts. How are you doing? We've got the Lovers and the reverse. Ooh, Ace of Cups, and there's that King of Wands again in the same spot. What? And the Page of Swords. It's like you're the only one really living your life. Like everybody else is just a zombie. Like, look at this. This image is really making me feel like people are a little bit jealous of the way that you live your life with zest, with exuberance, a sense of adventure. This King of Wands, this is somebody who knows how to pursue what they want. This is somebody who, if they have an idea, they get up and do it. And I'm looking at this Ace of Cups as not just that there might be people that are admiring you for your love of life or your willingness to go on an adventure, but there could be something here about people not really fully understanding you because you have this like passion for life, this passion for yourself, this passion to do things that make you feel whole or make you feel alive. You are, I think, setting an example for others that feel that their life is boring or stagnant because they just like try to follow the life script, whereas you do what makes you happy, right? We're going to use the Santa Muerte. King of Cups. King of Swords. Four of Cups. You're damn near an emperor here because we had the King of Wands come out. Now we've had the King of Swords and the King of Cups. I feel like what's really holding you back here, we don't have the King of Pentacles. I feel like what's holding you back here is a little bit of hesitancy in terms of putting yourself out there, letting people see you for who you truly are. Look, I try not to be like overwhelming or like dominate the conversation, but I'm going to be who I am regardless of where I am, right? Like maybe my friends don't really like it when I swear, so I'll temper that a little bit. Maybe these friends over here aren't into the same things as I am, so I'll tailor it. But you're still the same person, right? Like I'm going to be a little bit weird. I'm going to be a little bit wild. I might say some things out of shock value because I think that's amusing. But like, I feel there's a determination here by this King of Wands, King of Cups, King of Swords energy. I'm going to be who I am, and I'm going to find other people that are like me. I'm tired of being the only person that lives life like in color, like that movie Pleasantville. Everybody else was in black and white until somebody new came to town, right? I think with this Four of Cups, you're teaching people how to change things in their life that they may be a little bit afraid to change. You are inspiring people to ascend or do something a little bit more extraordinary with their life than just, graduate, get paid for work, and pop out a couple babies. You're like, did you want to travel? You want to write a book? Learn another language? Like, live a little bit, bruh. So good for you. You're helping people realize that life is not just a checklist, right? You have the Four of Swords, Judgment in the reverse, and Page of Cups in the reverse. So in other words, Page of Swords, Page of Cups in the reverse. We have somebody here that has seen or like witnessed, maybe even is gossiping about a rejection or an offer or an apology that has yet to be made. I think this is I think this is whoever is coming out of this Hermit energy, which is likely our King of Wands. We have somebody here that may be a little bit too quick to cut people off. This Page of Cups in the reverse is making me feel like maybe, just maybe, you're a little bit a little bit too quick to assume the worst of people, or a little bit too quick to think that somebody isn't going to be your type of person, right? We all need to have boundaries. We all need to have standards. We all need to be cognizant of what kind of people we want in our life, right? You got to basically have your own bouncer to the nightclub that is your life. But let's not just, okay, let's not just like through the dating app that is life constantly be doing this. Like, fucking lamos. Yeah, I doubt you're cool. Ooh, what a cool quote. Like we got to have a little bit of faith in us that there are still some cool people out there, right? You don't have to swipe right on every person, but like maybe like 1 in 15, like there's got to be somebody that's a little bit aligned, right? And by this, I'm saying there's at least 2. I think there's a new group here for you. We have the Eight of Swords and the High Priestess. Sorry for the giggle. I don't mean to laugh at you. I am, if it makes you feel any better, also laughing at myself. This High Priestess is like, nope, 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 don't like you. Why would you say that? Like, walled off. I'm just going to read my books. I'm just going to take some pictures. I'm going to hang out with my cats. I'm going to pet my dog. Shit, I got to do some laundry. Like, I'm going to avoid that human connection thing because people are downright disappointing. But this is like one of the few cards I have where our High Priestess is actually reading that book. Generally, she's just got it there like, no, I'm smart. I read books, okay? But this time she's actually reading it. And I feel like this is to say, there's something here that you need to learn that you can only learn if you expand your horizons a little bit, okay? You're in the process of gaining some additional wisdom, and it's through this connection to this community that really helps you, right? Yes. Oh, I love that, hearts. That's totally spot on. I have an electric fence. Goals. Yes. Oh, yeah, no, I'm totally happy to hang out. Let's hang out in the 5D. Like, I don't know, people can be a little bit intimidating at times, right? Like, if I let you in, will I regret it? Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Cups in the reverse. But here's the thing, whatever this leaving home situation is, a change in community, perhaps leaving a job you've known for a long time where you got a lot of your social connections from, whatever this major departure is, leaving behind a community, this is a huge opportunity for you. And it feels to me like the universe is saying, we wanted you to leave, but we didn't want you to like leave Earth. We still want you to make friends. We still want you to know people, just not those people. Capiche? Right? Like, there's still some good people out there. The moon. But you're hiding. This could be us, but you're hermiting. Ten of Swords in the reverse. And the damn King of Wands again. That is beautiful. I don't know if you have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your chart, or you're just that artistic, or maybe you're that attractive, because historically the King and Queen of Wands, this is like, the hot couple, the hot commodity. Everybody is like, oh. So look, if you have had your time, if you have had your recovery, if you have been able to look at the shadowy elements in your life and address whatever you needed to address, then don't cling to that. Don't be like playing games in the bathroom to avoid your work or your next chapter in life, right? This King of Wands, like, onward. Let's do this. Let's move it out. Let's have a good time. This is your call to action here, okay? You are the MF King of Wands, okay? That's somebody who knows how to do what they want, make their life what they want it to be, and that's what you're being asked to do. This is the Kipper. All right, we have message of concern. Hey man, no one's heard from you for like weeks. Are you okay? Yeah, no, I just don't like people anymore. We're good. We have main female and pathway in the reverse. All right, you got somebody here who cares about you. Likely a female energy. I don't know why I'm so focused on her hand. This is somebody who likes to, I think, hug. This is a demonstrative person when they have affection for somebody, whether it's platonic or not. So this is either like a sister, a mother, or a best friend. Somebody who really does care about whoever I'm reading for. This person's going to send you a message or perhaps call you and say, hey, why are you doing that thing where you ignore people? Why are you talking to me? Why aren't you talking to other people? Why aren't you making friends? You are delightful. You should have friends, right? This person's going to be kind of a a line of communication to the universe, okay? This person's in tune, they know what's up, and they know that you should be doing something a little bit more exciting with your life than what you are. I don't know if you're trying to like beat yourself in Scrabble or solve, you know, the world's unsolved mathematics question, whatever it is. Also, just randomly, I love how people in the UK say maths. We say math, anyways. This person gets it, okay? And they get you, and they know that you should be doing something a little bit more social because you are missing out on people that should be in your inner circle. So, in particular, you are having this fire lit under your ass because when you pursue this new social community or when you make these new friends, there's something here that's going to help you from a financial standpoint. So, this could help you recover from a loss, or this could be the way that you find this blessing or abundance that's meant to be, you know, in your life. So, should I say it one more time? Stop being a hermit. Get out, make some friends, go to the bar and have a drink when they invite you, or go hiking or camping or whatever it is. Get out there, okay? Because you are robbing the world of your delightful energy, and I won't stand for it. All right, y'all. I'm going to end it there. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Much love from Mr. Hambone and I, who's sitting right next to me here. And I will see you later.